his ability to make Rob do whatever he needs in any given situation is kind of astonishing.
Okay, so don't let anyone fool you. Rob is a good character.
No, Rob is definitely a good character.
Rob is good. But at the same time, he does have weaknesses. He can struggle from, especially some matchups. Like I know, like Mario, it's awful for Rob. Characters that can touch Rob and just keep him from getting like out of disadvantage, keep him from setting up anything. Those are where Rob really struggles. And Palutena, kind of one of those characters, can be very annoying for Rob because, you know, she does have that nair. She can punish his landings. She's very fast, so she can kind of get around stuff. And she also has a reflector. Dezly, I don't believe Dezly's ever beaten Grayson. I think they might have had close sets, but usually Grayson is just kind of able to clutch it out.
Yeah, and I would imagine that, again, you know, he figures out how Dezly's playing on any given day. And I feel like Dezly's the kind of guy that doesn't play the same in any two given tournaments that you compare between.
And that down air going to catch the teleport. Palutena does have some frames before she's actually grabbed the ledge when she teleports, in which you can spike her. And Rob's down air is super active. So if you're able to call that out, it's a free spike.
And not only that, but like also you can just wait for the timing of it, right? Where you can react to the noise of it and then toss it out, depending on the kind of character you're playing. I know that like Wolf can just wait to down smash and then, you know, hit her for once he hears the sound cue. But yeah, Grayson definitely ready to pick up that edge guard. And I mean, you know, you're saying it. I mean, Dezly will never be out of this game simply because he's got a character with so much speed, such a great juggle game, and of course, like a lot of kill options too. For sure, you know, you have the down throw, back air. You have up smash. It's really good for two framing. That back throw also really good, but you know, not going to kill Rob anywhere near 100. No, you got to be right at the ledge to make that move work too, because it just doesn't have the kind of knockback growth that a lot of other, you know, killing back throws have. And you think about Ness, you think about, wow, that move has knockback growth for days. It kills you at 110. And Palutena's back throw will do that too. It just needs to be right at the ledge, otherwise it won't work. Sure. And, you know, even though Dezly's down, he's kind of been keeping Grayson at ledge quite a while here with the back air. Invincible going to take care of that gyro. Yeah, I mean, like you said, Palutena has no shortage of options to keep Rob in disadvantage once he's there. But, you know, it can be a struggle to get Rob into disadvantage in that first place. For sure. His options, I feel like, are really good. I feel like since he has, like, you know, a lot of gas, he can kind of avoid ledge trap situations sometimes if he just chooses to go high. You know, kind of in a snake-esque way. But at the same time, being able to actually get Rob and, like, have him pinned down is such a task. Like, he can mix up where he wants to go and how, you know, how long he wants to stay in one place because of that gas. It's really kind of up to Dezly to call out and see what Grayson's going to do. Yeah, he's got quite a few boxing tools. And you can see Grayson's taking advantage of a lot of those, especially in the projectile game, such as with that gyro, you know, tossing it down there at the ledge. And now with Dezly stuck on these platforms, you know, we've been doing a lot of talking about Palutena's struggle game, but Rob's not short on it either. Grayson's been keeping Dezly in that disadvantage for a little while himself. For sure. I feel like Palutena definitely wants to rush in on this matchup. I feel like you need to smother Rob. You need to not let him breathe. And I feel like Dezly just kind of been giving Grayson like a lot of space. I feel like he's been letting him just have the stage, and he's been backing up and kind of letting Grayson, you know, set up whatever he needs to get going. And I think that's really been hurting him more than anything else. Yeah. I mean, you really just need to keep Rob from being able to get, you know, all those projectiles and everything in his zone set up, you know, where he's back to comfortable playing and he can kind of think about what his next action is. That's why characters like, you know, Sonic and Fox and Captain Falcon, you know, they generally tend to do really good against Rob because they're so quick, they can rush him down and they can keep him in that disadvantage state. And, you know, right now we've just seen Dezly kind of struggling to take back the center stage. Ooh. Almost a rotor arm there for Grayson. That definitely would have killed, but kind of scraped short. Yeah, good awareness there by Dezly to not go, oh, he made a move, I need to run. He just kind of went, okay, well, that's out there, and that's a big commit, so I'll just wait for the unlag, and I'll hit him with my invincible strong back air. But, you know, Palutena just kind of struggles with that knockback growth in general, I feel like, where you just need to be closer to the ledge, and she needs to play a game plan where you get stuck over there. Because look at that, even 150 with almost maximum rage, it takes until he can drop off the stage with that nair to get that kill, you know, off the ledge. For sure.
And these percents are kind of where it stinks to be
where
against Rob
Dezly's
because,
dead.
yeah, when you're at the upper percents, the down throw into up air or up smash, it just becomes very real. Like if you don't mash at like very high percents and he goes for the up air, he could probably just go for another one when you eventually do pop out, because the berry is not amazing like at all. If you have a good mash, you'll get out of that up until like 180.
Very
but
quick.
Being able to read like what option they're going to choose out of that is very important for the Rob players though, because if they have very good control over their match, if they're able to get out and instantly air dodge, obviously Rob can follow that with just an up smash and just run to where they're going. But what I was going to say earlier is the ability of Rob to be able to kill off of a throw, I feel like is so crucial, because he can kind of wall you out, he can keep you in disadvantage, but then at the same time, he can pressure you, he say you can't get grabbed. At a high percent, you just can't get grabbed. And that ability of Rob, I feel like, makes him such a monster, like, on the ground, because he has the, projectiles to keep you out, and then he's also, like, very, very large. Like, he's not going to die. Like you saw, he had a backer at, like, 150 or something. He didn't die.
Rob isn't quite Snake, but he's kind of Snake light, where he does a lot of the same things that Snake does. Like, he does stage control, he frustrates you by living forever, and in general, he has a lot of the features that he does, but things are more amplified in certain directions, I think.
I think Rob is... like a mix of Snake and Smash for Diddy Kong.
Oh, wow! The side
That side B off of the gyro kind of catches Dezly on the ledge there. He definitely was not ready for that.
Dude, I can't think of too many people that would be ready for the arm rotor to come on him after that.
So as I was saying earlier, I feel like Rob is kind of a mix of like Diddy Kong and Snake, in the sense of like he's super heavy, he can go up super high, he can mix up how he's going to recover, but at the same time he has that fair and that down tilt, super good for people that are trying to challenge you. They're super fast, they're very good get off me option, and that he also has the item that he can kind of play around with.
And I don't think it's any stretch of the means to call his recovery the best in the game. I mean, the fact that you can mix it up as much as you do, the fact that he can go as high as he can, and then Grayson is the #1 shower of that. It's impossible to ledge guard a Rob unless you are blast zoning him with what you hit him with.
Ooh, but yeah, Rob, when Rob is using up B, his hands are above his head, so that extends his hitbox just a little bit, and Dezly catching that with the down tilt.
That's one of the reasons that you'll see Robs oftentimes shuffle the up B as they get towards the ledge, just to reset the hands down at the bottom. You see Grayson do that a lot.
For sure. Being able to kind of use that to your advantage is definitely very helpful in kind of minimizing what you'll take from your when you're off stage, especially if you want to just go straight to the ledge.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Like you said, that down tilt, so good at boxing. And Dezly was like, all right, I'm going to lock you down. And Grayson was like, I'm on the ground, so no, you're not. No,
that
this is my
tilt,
stage.
Like, you have to respect that move. You cannot challenge it.
I mean, it's frame 2. Nothing is frame 2.
It's frame 3.
Oh, it's frame 3. Nothing is frame 3.
Either
way, it's a fast move. Yeah.
But either way.
God, they really gave us super heavy of Shoto down tilt. That's crazy. But I mean, and also those kill confirms, right? Especially off of a grab. That means that there's another thing you have to really be concerned about. Like Fox, for example, has so many kill confirms off hits, but if you get grabbed at 180, you're not really all that concerned, aside from the fact that you're sent off stage. But against Rob, that's a death sentence.
For sure. And I feel like Dezly's been doing a lot better this game than last game. Just being able to like push his advantage when he's in is really like what he's been getting mileage off of, because Grayson was just able to kind of put him at a bad situation in which he wasn't getting anything. He was just kind of retreating and trying to find a plan. But Sledge going to prove very difficult for him.
Yeah, even though Palutena has more options than others for getting off of the ledge, he's been getting locked down by Grayson and his Rob very nicely. And Rob just has so many options. And you can see even coming off stage, Dezly just hasn't been able to take advantage of the time that he's had while Grayson's been out there. It's getting tough. Dezly's stuck in the corner. A parry means a down tilt, but nothing more for Grayson, who just does that weight.
Up into the shield. Back there, not going to do it.
Yeah, this is a scary thing. You got to know how to get around.
Recovery.
That was a mangle. Dude. That's real nice. And now he got to regrab the ledge. Nicely timed get up attack, though. Still had a little bit of invincibility. And he says, get on out of here on my wings.
You know, and he's in the same situation he was game 1, where he's at that super high percent where, like, really, you know, if Rob gets that grab, it's over. He has to play this advantage state almost perfectly to actually have, like, a realistic chance of getting back in the game, because any big hit from Rob as well will also just kill him.
Any overextension means that, you know, Dezly might have to shield, and if he might have to shield, then Grayson might grab him, and that could be the end. But
he's been playing this advantage really well, you know, gotten Grayson all the way up to 70.
Ooh, very nice, Dezly!
Dezly at 182, can he bring this back?
He needs to stop going for these explosive flames when Grayson is off stage, though, because he's not getting hit by them. He tried to use that active hitbox.
And wow, Dezly just moving around Grayson. Ooh. This is so scary for both players, honestly. Dezly shields so low.
Ooh. Yeah, he's using a lot of defense. He might need to use that actual shield to kind of bonk the gyro a little bit and help him out. He's at too high of a
Got
percent.
pushed back too far. The up smash not going to connect. Ooh. And they're just both kind of going back and forth looking for these kill options.
Wow.
Dezly's been playing this so well, been getting out of everything.
You saw right there, even in that boxing situation, Dezly was not committing to that shield. 114, he's still not dead.
You don't want to be between Rob and the gyro.
Oh, he's trying to find his way out. The Nair will eventually do it, though. Wow. What a tight last game that was.
Dezly played that last stock so well. If he played the entire game like that, I guarantee you it would be a lot more of a different story. But, like, just being able to get around, like, what Rob wants is so crucial in the matchup. He was able to get around any of the kill options that Rob had. He was able to keep him, you know, keep it being his turn. You know, like, he hit Rob and he's like, all right, it's still my turn. You know, you have to respect me. You have to respect my back air. You have to respect, you know, the options that I have. But, you know, Grayson was able to seal that out in the end, and that's, you know, credits to him for that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, what we saw from Dezly, right? I mean, like you said, he was playing so well.